Alright boys, Merry Christmas and welcome to BBL Week 7 in which we play Dell, D-Double, and Owen, OGalbina technically. Dell joined the wrong comp, so it is going to show that we are playing Owen, but I assure you it is Dell that we are actually playing. So we're going to jump in here, we're going to try to move on to 5A2. If you missed the team builder, check that out in the top right hand corner. Alright, we're going to hop in here, we're going to see what Dell brings. We are Tara fighting on our boulder. He is Tara Grass on his Ogre Pond, so we will see. He brings pretty much the 6-week. No, Urshifu! Whoa! What? That is crazy. So instead of Urshifu, he brings both Diancie and Ogre Pond. So thankfully, we are still prepared because he brought out of the pool of 7 Pokemon that we did anticipate him to bring from. But no Urshifu. I think Urshifu was genuinely damn near the best Pokemon in the matchup. Really regretting not being Tara Rock on my boulder now, man. Regardless, my lead remains the same. It is going to be Swampert. We do see the Ogre Pond. If we see Ogre Pond lead, we'll go hard into our Ho-Oh, more than likely. We'll go ahead and jump in here, have fun to Delm. Alright, who wants to play the game of Did Obo mess up my HP bar? Let's see it. Get your guesses in the comments right now. We'll see the replay, which is going to be Ogre Pond. That is the exact one thing we did not want to see lead as we lead our Swampert. So this is Tara. Obo did not mess up my HP bar this time, which is fantastic. Let me see what we got here. Ogre Pond, Pivot. He is going to KO us no matter what with this. I do think that our only play is to go into Ho-Oh. I can also go... Actually, I can go Weezing now. Pretty scotch-free since this dude is... Since there's no Urshifu, right? I could just go Weezing. Weezing has no purpose otherwise. I'm just going to go Weezing. That's what we're going to... Oops. They only picked one Pokemon I didn't notice. Okay. Alright, we're going to pivot out here as we are going to see him probably go for a knockoff, probably go for a U-turn, maybe the Spikes. We'll defog depending on what he does here. We'll see what he does. He's going to Tara, obviously. Let me go ahead and write that down. So he is Tara. And I believe that changes his ability to embody aspects. Okay, we see the Ogre Pond. We got Weezing Galar in prime position right now. And he's going to Cudgel. We'll see how much that does. Important information. 333, he did 110? That is very banded. Okay. So, I know he's banded now. Great information. I mean, could he be Adamant Miracle Seed, actually? No, he has to be banded based on that damage. So he's going to go into his Swampert here, or he's going to go Heatran here. I am going to go hard into our Swampert. He's going to switch out. We are going to see that Heatran come out here, as I am going to go hard into our Swampert. We're probably going to get Rocks up, as I imagine this is Heatran. It is. Are we going to see the Air Balloon? No Air Balloon. Okay. No Air Balloon. So he is possibly Shuka Berry here. As we're going to double right into our Swampert, we're going to get these Rocks up immediately. Rocks help immensely with our game plan. He could be Taunt. Taunt would be a very brave click here, though. He could be Solar Beam or Rindo Berry. That's fine. He's going to switch out here. He could go directly right back into that Ogre Pond here. As we do see the Ogre Pond come right back out. And I imagine we're going to see another Cudgel here, but we can pivot Weezing regardless. We're going to get our Rocks up here. Fantastic. Awesome. That's what we love to see. So his Rocks are up on his side of the field. We're going to pivot out here. I think we're just going to go Weezing again. If he does KO with his Zen Headbutt, we can go Ogre Pond following that. We're going to go KYUREM Black. We have a couple of different options here. So I think Weezing is our play. He does have potential to 2-hit KO us with the Cudgel if he just wants to raw click that here. But if he does, I do even think a double into Ho-Oh makes sense to pop a potential Charity on the Heatran or cover this staying in. So that's what our options are looking like here. Hopefully I did not just mess up the smash screen. Doesn't look like it. We're going to go back into skin color the Weezing here. As we see another Cudgel come out. We are going to see him do a crit probably. No. So we actually should guarantee live this. However, I don't know if it's worth it, especially with the Weezing potential, or the Heatran coming in potentially. Ho-Oh should always be our double. It covers him staying in. It also covers him going Heatran. We have Charity, so he can't really OHKO us here. We can get Scorching Sands to potentially burn a potential Shuka. So I do think Ho-Oh is all around our best play. Like I said, Weezing is not very good here, man. It's kind of just here to prevent that Urshifu from doing anything. It can potentially live one more Cudgel, which is awesome. It does have the potential to do that. He is going to switch out here. Are we going to see the Ho-Oh again? No, we're going to see something else. The Diancie. Okay. I guess he was calling the Ho-Oh. I guess he was calling... He had to be calling the Ho-Oh, so good double by him. We can just go into our Swampert now. pretty scotch-free, or we can even stay in if we really want to get dirty with him, man. But we do about, let's see here, we do no damage to him. There's no point staying in. We always go Swampert here. Swampert should be our immediate pivot. If he gets rocks up, great play by Del. We don't really have an avenue to get those away with our Weezing at this point in time. I'm a little shocked to see the Diancie double on what was the Swampert last time. I would have expected more of a middle ground, like a Dozo, I mean. We switch out here, he's probably going to get rocks up, I imagine. We go Swampert, as he does get his own rocks up. So, fantastic for us, man. I can just Ice Beam, to be honest. Swampert on the Ogerpon. Yeah, I could just Ice Beam, put some big damage on the board. He doesn't really affect me a whole lot. I could also just Hydro. Hydro is about 25%, but Ice Beam really limits his switching, so I am going to Ice Beam here, expecting him to go out into that potential Ogerpon here, expecting me to not be able to really do any big damage to him. He could also just expect a flip turn here. Could go Dozo potentially. That wouldn't be a bad play. So he's going to switch out here. Hopefully we're going to see that Ogerpon as we're going to be able to sack our Weezing. We do see Ogerpon here, as we're going to get a massive Ice Beam off on this Pokemon. He takes 12, so he's at 88, and he's going to take a major Ice Beam here. He's going to take a major Ice Beam here. Massive damage. How much is he at now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's right at 30%, so that means that he should be in range of Boulder Quick Attack. Just after rocks, he should be guaranteed. So, Weezing didn't do anything, man. See ya, buddy. Wouldn't want to be ya, man. We're going to sack the Weezing. Alright, we switch out of our Swampert. We're going to sack our Weezing. Pretty much any move he clicks here besides a knockoff should take us out. If he does decide to go for the knockoff, fantastic. We get a little bit more life out of our Weezing. And he just goes for the Cudgel, and our Weezing is going to go down. So, we can go into Ho-Oh. And we can click Scorching Sands. Ho-Oh lets in the Diancie. I could just go back into Swampert. We could do the same process. I think that's not a bad sequence. We could also go into Goldango. That's not bad at all either. How much does Abandoned Terra Grass Cudgel do to us? It does not to a KO with our current investment. So we could go Goldango here. Goldango's pretty undefensible. He could go into Lando here. I'm really liking the Ho-Oh play at the moment, but we do take those rocks, which is not great. He's also locked Cudgel, so we could go KYUREM Black here. KYUREM Black's a really good play. I actually like KYUREM Black a lot. I think, in fact, we are going to go KYUREM Black. I think KYUREM Black is the play. Cudgel does not do nearly enough damage to us. So our only play here to not click is Scale Shot, because minus defense, we do die to Cudgel into Cudgel. We could Freeze Dry expecting the Dozo, but we can Freeze Dry the following turn, so there's not really any sense in that. I think our best play might be Flash Cannon, predicting a potential Diancie here, and going to be able to pick off this Pokemon if it does stay in. It does 28% minimum, so we'd have to get a pretty low roll for him to live here. I think Flash Cannon is our guaranteed play. Puts him in range of rocks. I don't really see you sacking this Pokemon. He's going to switch out. BC, he's actually going to go into Solgaleo, so maybe I should have clicked Earth Power there. So he takes 6% there. We're going to Flash Cannon. We do virtually no damage here. So Solgaleo is really tough, man. We don't really deal with it all the best. Our only play is Swampert. Realistically, our only play is Swampert. I'm trying to see what we can learn about his set there. He's certainly not specially defensive. He might be some HP investment, but it's more than likely offensive. More than likely offensive here. As I'm going to check up 5, 10, 15. You took about 19%, so rocks 6%, so 13% for Flash Cannon. We're going to go to Swampert here. He's at about 80%, 81% is what it's looking like. He clicked rocks with his Diancie. And his Ogerpon is at about 30%. We go Swampert here, as he's going to click Sunsteel. We're going to see if this is banded or not. 365 to 269. 365 to 269. Did 96 damage with Sunsteel. Sunsteel. That's just looking like offensive investment. We don't know anything about his item. We are Rindoberry, so we should be able to KO this Pokemon in return for whatever he does. He could be a little scary and be like weakness policy, but I do think our play here, regardless, is going to be Earth Power. Does Earth Power kill the Ogerpon from the range that it's at? 20% after rocks, it guarantees should. So we are just going to go for that Earth Power here. Is that a potential lose con? It could be. We could Hydro here. Hydro does some big damage. Yeah, we're gonna Hydro, just because I don't want to pop a weakness policy potentially. And Hydro plus Earth Power is going to be able to pick up the knockout here. He's going to go into... Is that Diancie? He's going to go Diancie here. If we're able to land this Hydro into an Earth Power, we'll be able to take it out. We land the Hydro. And we actually just raw knock it out. Wow. Wow. Down goes Diancie. First knockout on our side of the field. And we're going to be able to see what he wants to go into now. Probably the OGalbina, correct? I would imagine. He does go into the OGalbina. He can switch it one more time. He's in range of Boulder now, which is great. 5, 10, 15. He's at exactly 20. So he can switch in one single more time after this. I think our only play is KYUREM Black, right? Because I don't think you play rough here. I think, if anything, you Rock Tomb or Knock Off. I think KYUREM Black would be our best play into this Pokemon. And we can Earth Power pretty freely, expecting the Solgaleo to come in. And then we can stay in an Earth Power again, potentially, depending on what move he clicks here. So we are going to go KYUREM here, as I assume he's going to Knock Off. He's going to go for the U-turn. Okay. Ran through. Is this Heatran? So we haven't put enough damage on the board to where I'm really confident with our play right now. We could Earth Power here. Earth Power kills him. Obviously, this is Screaming Shuka Berry, right? Like, if you stayed in here, you're Shuka Berry. But I do very much so value the damage. How much do you do to me with a Flash Cannon? If you're offensive, you do KO me. If you're Scarf, we find that out. I could just go into Ho-Oh. In fact, Ho-Oh might be the safest play, I think. I think Ho-Oh is definitely the safest play. I think Ho-Oh is what we're going to do here. We're going to see what he wants to do. He's doubling here. Into what? You expect Swampert, you go Ogerpon? Meow. What is this? Lando. Okay. So, trying to cycle the Intimidate. I'm not sure why he didn't go Solgaleo in the first place. Put you in a lot better of an offensive position, in my opinion. We're going to go Ho-Oh here. Let me see how much you do with an entry guy. So he gave me free Rock Chip on Heatran, which is very much appreciated. Lando Stone Edge does in fact KO us from this range if he is offensive. So I think our only play is to pivot out, unfortunately. We can go into Swampert. Oh, we can go Swampert. I think my only play is Swampert. Unfortunately, I think my only play is Swampert. I feel like we've just been getting every play wrong here. We go Swampert here. I expect U-turn, I expect Stone Edge. I really expect Stone Edge. Man, we're just not getting a play correct. I'm getting every play wrong. I don't even know what I was at. I was at 269, so I was at 63%. We were at about 245, down to what, 170 something? Swampert still puts us in a really good spot, regardless of what he goes into. Because Ogerpon has one more switch in. It can U-turn one more time. So if he's not invested from this range to Solar Beam, we do in fact die. I think if we go Goldingo, Goldingo can live Psychic Fangs into Earthquake here. And Swampert still has use, correct? Yes, Swampert still has use. I feel very forced into going Goldingo here, man. I feel very forced. I think there's going to be a Solar Beam or something that comes out here. He's at 75% with Solgaleo. I don't know if I could tell a whole lot from that Lando. I was at, what, 245 after the attack. I'll check after this. Knock off, and we're Colbur. So, are you potentially Scarf? Knockout doesn't kill me from this range. Earthquake does, depending on if he... We can find out if he's choiced or not. This might be all Mr. Feast is good for at this point. I could just make it rain raw. Shadow Ball also puts him in range of Quick Attack from Boulder. Unless he's Kasib. I think Shadow Ball's my best play. Thunder Wave almost would be, but Lando comes in right here if he's like AV, potentially. Okay, we get big damage on this this Lando. Another 12, so he's at 76, plus whatever this does. Not very much at all. That did 25. He's got to be AV. He's definitely AV, no doubt. I mean, he just clicks Earthquake, and I can't really do a whole lot about it. Unfortunately. I have to sack something, man. He guarantee outspeeds this. I can go Ho-Oh, I guess. Is it worth keeping Mr. Feast around? Not really. And if I sack this, what do? I go Boulder and Cleave? I could go Boulder and Cleave. I could go Boulder and Cleave, actually. That might be the best play. I think I'm going to sack Goldingo here. I don't think I have another great play. He's going to U-turn. Okay, we're going to make it rain on something. We're going to get big damage on something. I'm not sure what he was expecting there. I think I was in a bad position if I went hard into Ho-Oh. He goes back into Solgaleo. So we're going to make it... We're just going to Thunder Wave. I mean, we have no real way to deal with this Pokemon. Oh my goodness, man. Crit. That crit matters a lot. That crit helps us out a lot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's about 27. I think he is scarfed the way he's playing this. I'm going to Thunder Wave. Unless you have Earthquake, you don't KO me. If you have Earthquake, I can go into Ho-Oh, and I could Hurricane Raw. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to Thunder Wave here. I'm going to try to catch him. So he does have Earthquake. So down goes our Goldingo. Earthquake, Sunsteel, Knockoff. This Pokemon is not very good, but very good into us. So now, how do I want to navigate this? I can go Boulder, Tara. I can go Boulder, Tara, and it should KO this Pokemon from this range. It's close, though. I do think that's my best play. To actually push progress, I think that is my best play. Let me see how much an Earthquake does to me. 38. I think this is my best play. We're going to go Boulder, we're going to Tara, and we're going to start clicking Mighty Cleave, man. We can also Close Combat, because Close Combat does 2-hit KO this Lando in the back. From this range, it should at least. I mean, Mighty Cleave, it's a 7% difference. I think we Mighty Cleave. We're going to Mighty Cleave here. He's actually going to stay in, so hopefully he gives us this Pokemon. I assume you're Scarf. We're Tara fighting here. I assume you're Scarf based on how you've been playing it. If not, this should drop to this Mighty Cleave. He is Scarf. Okay, down goes Solgaleo. So, I mean, this in-game is possible now. It is at least possible. He's an 88% Heatran, 100% Dozo. His Ogerpon dies to our Quick Attack if he ever wants to try to win with that. His Lando's at about 50. This might be winnable with Boulder. I feel like he's forced Dozo here. No, he goes into Ogerpon. This is his last Ogerpon switch in. I really have to dig deep and decide what the least valuable Pokemon is at this point. Because I don't think it's KYUREM Black. I kind of think it's Ho-Oh. I really do kind of think it's Ho-Oh. Without Chardy, I mean, it might be Ogerpon. Or, Swampert. It might be Swampert, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely Swampert. Swampert gets outsped and beat by everything except Dozo, who he doesn't beat. It's definitely Swampert. Goodbye, Hank. Hey, you did good. Shout out Mudkip guy. Swampert, you did good. You put us in a good spot this game. Rocks have been extraordinarily helpful. Because now this Ogerpon cannot switch back out. I think he's going to even lock Rock to him this time. Because of how aggressive we've been with our pivots. Or Knockoff. He could lock Knockoff. Or he could U-turn and save this as a sack. That would actually be a really good play. If he U-turn and save this as a sack. Go into go Lando. I think that'd be his best sequencing, actually. Goodbye, Swampert. He cudgeled. Goodbye, Swampert, man. Goodbye, Swampert. So, now the question is, what Mon do I want to take ship on the most? I think I go Ho-Oh and Recover, to be completely honest. Let me see if Ho-Oh ever dies to a banded crit. I doubt it. We're going to go Ho-Oh. We're going to Recover, in fact. Ho-Oh might just be able to sit on everything that's left. You never do 139 damage. We Recover. You die to Rocks. Ho-Oh might be in the in-game. He's going to Cudgel. Yeah, we're going to be able to recover up past this Pokemon. He did get that crit. He did get that crit. It doesn't matter, though. We're guaranteed out of range. We get that Recover off, baby. We get that Recover off, baby. We're going to recover until we can't recover no more, man. This Pokemon dies to a pivot. If Landorus comes in, we can throw off a Hurricane and 2-hit KO him, and we might even outspeed him given how bulky he is. He's going to switch out. He's going to save it as a sack. That's a good play. I agree. Gonna go Lando. Inner Throat. He's going to go Dozo. All right. Hey, you're not ready for this one, man. You're not ready for this Hurricane about to be ripped in your mouth. Yeah, we're going to throw up a Hurricane here. We're going to throw off a Hurricane. This is going to do massive, massive damage to this Pokemon. If he's not Spadef, which I don't think he should be, he's going to do no damage because we're not going to hit. And he's going to Wave Crash us and do big damage. Liquidation. And he's going to get the defense drop too. Probably. No. So we're going to rip another Hurricane here. We're going to try to get damage on this Pokemon. That's massive, massive damage. Red card? I feel like that's actually good for us here. I feel like it's actually great for us. Give us KYUREM. Boulder. Oh no, man. We die. Well, that's not ideal. Oh, let's go! Forgot. Didn't click Tara in the calc. Let's go! Alright. I can pretty freely lock close combat here. Yeah, we're gonna lock close combat. Do some big damage to this. About 40% if he's Fizz Def, or kill him if not. Close. I couldn't switch out because I died to rocks. He's gonna liquidation one more time. We have to go KYUREM black here. I think the question is, can Ho-Oh beat? We go KYUREM black here. I think the question is, can Ho-Oh beat Heatran? Or is Heatran Scarf? If Heatran Scarf, there is a chance. It all depends on Heatran at this point, man. I mean, we can scale shot, actually. That covers it. Heatran being potentially Scarf. Yeah, I think we're going to scale shot here. If that's the case, do I KO the Heatran with an Earth Power? I do. We're going to scale shot here just to cover that. The potential of Heatran being Scarf. He could sack Ogerpon here. Sick. Awesome. Wow, gotta love that. Sick. I think we could have actually taken a hit from the Lando. I think that should probably seal our loss here now. He just sacks Ogerpon. Now he sees what we're doing. He sacks Ogerpon. He goes Heatran if he's Scarf, and we should lose. Yeah. Fucking awesome, dude. Fuck, man. It's so frustrating. That's so frustrating, man. You go Heatran, your Scarf, you win. Your Scarf powers him, you win, right? Yeah. If your Scarf, we won. That's so fucking annoying. We won with KYUREM Black right there, man. I don't think we played great. I definitely don't think we played great, but we literally won with KYUREM Black, man. I'm not usually one to throw a tantrum at the end of games, but damn, that's so, like, our season is not yet sealed because of that. Is there anything I can do to prevent this, man? Like, I can Scorching Sands crit, be faster than the Lando. I think I have to. Scorching Sands crit, be faster than the Lando. What do you think? Could I recover? Could I recover potentially? No. Could I Calm Mind? No. I have to Scorching Sands crit. That's like the only thing. That's so annoying. Scorching Sands crit, be faster than Lando, recover on a missed Stone Edge. Crit. Great. Awesome. Okay. Well, we're gonna lose that game, man. I mean, good game to Del. Obviously, Del can't control it, man. But that's so fucking annoying, man. That game should have been ours. I mean, it was a 50-50 shot, but we also got unlucky with going Boulder, hard Boulder on the... instead of KYUREM Black on the Dundozo, but it is what it is, man. We're gonna have to win next week now. I mean... I got no words, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.